in terms of apprenticeship provision, in terms of work-based provision, what we've seen actually is an acceleration in digital developments across the curriculum. Possibly in the direction that it was already going, but actually, since 2020, we've seen a much harder, much faster approach. Learning has been aided via digital media and the use of technology. And I think we just look at the different methods and modes of delivery, the move to online learning. Clearly, that's allowed for greater access to external contributors, for example, sometimes bringing in topical matters, drawing on the ongoing situation in work, which allows for a far more greater alignment with the realities of the workplace. And I think other interventions that we have seen being introduced by universities and higher education providers include looking at the way in which, for example, resources are used and whether or not flipped learning can be far more reflective of the reality of workplace environments, so that in effect the learner becomes as much the expert as the practitioner, as the tutor. I think there has been recognition of the need to avoid making assumptions about learners' digital fluency or access to resources in work. So I think universities really do need to think about the way in which both training and technological support is offered where needed. I think certainly in terms of higher education practice by institutions, what we've seen in the last 5 years is greater use of educational learning technologists and digital pedagogical specialists. So those who have a real interest in digital pedagogy and its use in the workplace context. And I think, employing additional staff, investing in clicks rather than bricks, which I think we've seen an awful lot of universities perhaps prioritise previously, but actually bringing in additional staff to support digital delivery, for instance, as facilitators, makes all the difference. And I think actually it's that facilitation. Sometimes it's concepts as easy as facilitators rather than teachers that will have a bigger impact in terms of the way in which they ensure that their students, their apprentices, have the skills to actually accelerate their careers and step into their next level of learning through the use of AI.